Good evening, one and all. It's the 24th of October, Saturday evening. Welcome to the Saturday Night Creche, hosted by myself today, and unfortunately, no one else has bothered turning up. No, I lie. They are here. Hope you're well. Obviously, tonight we've got a packed night. We've got a very, very busy night. Got lots and lots of people with us in the chat already. And, oh, there we go. Change of screen. Yes, so we've got a lot going on. So let's, without further ado, see who's here. So we've got Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Hi, James. How are you?
I'm good. How's your week been?
Hectic this week, but now I'm off for a week, so that's good.
Yay!
Yeah, so
cool.
Cable sorted now? School.
Sorry, is the cable sorted now?
Cable.
Is the cave all sorted now?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, sorry, I thought it said cable. Yeah, I just want to maybe rebuild my spray booth in wood because it's like a dead space above it, so I want to utilise that. So I need to build it in wood to support that. So, but yeah, all done. I've hooked up the compressor and everything today, so that's working now, and I think I can start spraying again.
Cool. Cool. Okay, we'll head over to Lewis. Lewis, what are you up to? You all right? You just unmute your mic because, you know, it'd be nice to hear your voice. Well, really?
Not really.
Nah. Like mundane dribble, as Colin would say. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm living the dream still plodding on. I'm working still on the Tomcat thing. But other than that, doing the Lancaster.
Cool.
That's about all I'm doing. I've not redesigned anything, not done anything.
Oh. Okay.
Not yet. Waiting for a printer and a new model or two.
Keep going.
Or three.
If you go to Friday.
Because my wife is so nice and she is lovely and fantastic.
Can I have a new model?
You can go to favourites.
Evening, Nat.
Evening, how are you, gents?
Well, I'm not sure so much about the gents, but yes.
Well, gents.
I'm all right.
Yeah, James is all right.
Talking of which, here he is.
My camera, everything isn't on at the moment. My headphones are as good as flat, so they're currently plugged in and charging, so I'm sitting at the main computer. I shall be moving across to the bench shortly.
It's all right, mate. How's your week been?
Busy. So the first half of the week was spent in Edinburgh. So Sunday to Wednesday, I was in Edinburgh. And then Friday, I was back down in Edinburgh in the control room. So, yeah, busy week.
Cool. All going well, though?
Yeah, as good as can be expected, shall we say.
So you're qualified now?
No, not officially, no. No, still waiting for the results to come through from the main test. So,
you still feeling a little bit like a fish out of water?
Very much so, yes. So next week will be much better because we did some answering of phone calls for police, fire, coast guard and healthcare professionals on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But they'd messed it up and we were still getting calls we shouldn't have that we had no idea how to deal with. So that should be fixed by Monday. So yeah. So suffice to say, I didn't get any two calls the same. So it's going to be a very, very diverse job, I think.
I bet it will be. Going to keep you on your toes, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. So next week will be much better.
Cool. Good news. So that would mean that we have our special guest next, who would be the most wonderful... I wrote down a really big, nice intro, but I scratched it.
You're going to tell the truth now?
Yes.
Evening, Malcolm.
It's Malcolm!
Hi. Hello. How are you all? Wonderful to be here.
Are you putting pod voice on today?
I've always got my posh voice on. I'm from the south.
He's a
How's your week?
My week has been very busy. I've had Zoom meetings, Skype meetings, Messenger meetings. Just meetings after meetings. I've had so many meetings that I've forgotten what was said or what I said in the beginning meeting. Because no one takes minutes anymore, apparently. So I'm having to remember what was discussed and what was said and what was arranged.
Awesome.
But, it's part of it. I just had to. I haven't used my diary since like March, so I have to start using that again, I think. And I can tell that everyone's back off furlough because my emails starting to ping again. So everyone's obviously back at work. But yeah, I'm good. Good week. I haven't got much modelling done, but
no, same here. Not much at all.
I'm looking forward to the gift you said you were going to send me. So thanks for that.
oh, what was that? Is it the gift of friendship?
That was in one of the meetings right at the beginning. I think. Never mind. I've got it in my diary somewhere. It's my diary.
He's got recorded proof, I think. You have no idea.
No, I have no idea.
I'm very good at lip syncing.
Another meeting. I'm sure I had.
You'll notice Chris isn't with us at the moment. He may be popping in later. Unfortunately, his good lady has had an accident and hurt her wrist. So
he is currently sitting in hospital while they cast her up, I think. So
yes, getting plastered.
Yeah,
But not in the nicest possible way, unfortunately.
yeah. Chance would be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, it'd certainly be a way to treat the situation. I don't think it'd do well, but there you go. Anyway, you've got 20 people watching. Let's head over to the chat and see who is with us. Are we all ready?
We are.
Yeah.
Well done, Karl. Nat's first in saying good evening. Well, she's not. She's second in, but it's not all about me.
Oh, who was first? Let me guess.
It's me. You did wonderful.
I was expecting it to be Andy, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I did do it. I think 3 days ago or something. I can't remember.
Just to beat him.
We got Malcolm saying good evening, folks. Hello, Malcolm.
Hi, Malcolm.
Hi.
Hey, Malcolm.
So I've got to type it, haven't I?
We got Chancellor saying good evening, all.
Evening, Chancellor.
Quite a mountain saying hi, all.
It's a guano man.
No.
And there he is, the late Mr. Mark Ewing, late again on parade. Evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Evening, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Evening, Mark. If you get tired of that Space Marine, I'll PM you my address. It's fine.
You'll help him out, will you?
Yeah, I'll help him out with that one.
That's what I like to see. A bit of teamwork.
Yeah.
Model making mayhem. Evening, chaps and chapesses.
Evening, Andy.
Evening, Andy.
Andy.
Be warned, I have not got my teeth in this evening.
Yeah. See, there's Andy really, really late. Andy's first comment is usually first.
Yeah. I think what it is, he noticed he wouldn't be first and then he sulked.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's what's happened. Obviously, chatting between yourselves. Karl saying hello. Hello, Karl.
Hello.
Evening, Karl.
Evening, me.
Ian Southway is saying evening, everyone.
Evening, Ian.
Mark's just saying there, evening, Karl. Hope you're relaxed after a long, hard training this week.
Yeah, I might have a drink in a bit.
Outrageous.
Yeah. So it'll only be orange juice.
Yeah, you might see a stressed and upset Mrs. Jones coming in at some point. She's been given a taxi this evening and she's not happy. Anyway, Chop Suey saying hello.
Hello, Chop Suey.
Talking about yourself, Conley Mayhem giving me a time warning. Russell Williams saying evening all.
Evening, Russell.
Hi, Russell.
John Howe saying a very good evening to everybody.
And a very good evening to you, John.
Evening, John.
Good evening.
Guten Tag.
And we have discovered, by the way, I'll come back to this later, but we have discovered that I suffer from spoonerisms. Maybe not. Totally
Are
Scale.
they painful?
Totally Scale Models is in the house. Obviously, Steve is there. Hello, Steve.
Evening, Totally Scale Models.
Evening, Steve.
Hi, TSM.
Dave Skelly is saying, evening all. I'm seeking sanctuary from
Oh, yeah, I understand that, Dave. Evening and welcome.
Evening, Dave.
I'm so sorry, Dave. I'm just about to go and get me spandex as we talk. So, yeah, beware.
Oh, knocked off.
I'm not off. I'm just seeing.
Just the way she's sitting, it's all right.
Just the smell.
Oh, Lewis, honestly.
I'm getting all your kits, Lewis.
I don't know whether
Here lies Lewis.
I don't know whether
He was
Lewis
a good
is
fellow.
the batsman or the fielder.
On
Anyway,
the fielder, it's near the exit.
What year were you born, Lewis? Just so we can know what to put on your headstone.
1994.
You
Get
wish.
away with you. You're older than that.
yeah.
Spring chicken.
Kevin Stevens is saying, hello, Nat.
Evening, hi, Kevin.
And also, evening all. Hope everyone is well.
Yeah,
Hi,
how's the
Kevin.
shed, Kevin? Is it all right? You all moved in yet?
He's got electric. I see he got electric in there today.
Mm.
On top, he's got his homemade spray booth in yet.
I think Jacqueline's throwing him out there because she's taking a picture in the dark of him sat there.
What we want to know is Jacqueline going to get her own slot in there as well when she's doing her stuff.
Indeed. Be only fair, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
So, those that are in the chat, 23 people in the chat, I don't know if I've read out 23 hellos, but if you haven't already, make sure you say hello. We don't bite, not on a Saturday. So you're safe.
No.
Oops.
You've not read out 23 names yet.
Probably not read out one properly. S-String Model Works. Scotty! Hello.
Evening, Scotty.
Hello.
Dave's just thanking me for the spandex image.
Oh, yeah.
You like to share?
He's reaching for the brain bleach.
Gives a swig.
Don't drink bleach. I don't advise that at all. A mature scotch would do just the same, I'm sure.
James doesn't advise putting it on your hair either.
No.
That's from experience, folks.
Yeah, actually, you wouldn't guess, but I got a full head of hair. I just bleached it so much. You can't see it.
Bleached it into a different dimension.
Is it like polar bears' hairs? Is it?
Who invited him? Who invited this one?
We did.
Sorry.
Oh, believe that was you, James.
Okay, so this evening, we obviously have got Malcolm with us. We're going to do some questions to him in a minute or two.
Are we?
Oh, yes.
Going to put him in the black leather chair. And
Dun, 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 dun.
spotlight.
The
on
electric chair.
We've got the guess what kit. So it's a picture of a kit that you have to guess what the kit is.
From the box art.
From the box art. There you go.
Yeah.
Don't want anyone confused.
Yeah.
When he says anyone, he means me.
I didn't say that.
I got
And then
there
obviously
first.
got Lewis with his What's on Your Bench part that's over in the Facebook page. So if you haven't done it already, head over there quickly on your phone or whatever other application you can use or equipment
Indeed.
to post up a picture to do with a model or nothing else, please.
Oh, let me delete stuff.
Oh no, yes. Anything crafty,
Anything arty, crafty, or model related.
arty crafty. I like that. Arty crafty or model related. The poet. Yes, so that's
Maybe
that.
we should have that as a logo under the Saturday Night Creche.
I tell you what, that'd be like branding and stuff. We'll have
Arty, farty, anything model related.
We'll have to ask our guru of branding to sort that out
Indeed.
when he's got time.
Excuse me, I need to clear my throat.
Don't use bleach for that. So, what should we do? 20 minutes past. I'm up to date with the chat. Shall we grill Malcolm, or is it too early?
Are we going to grill Malcolm all at once?
You have to get some questions
Because
first.
I might save some for later. That'd be all right.
Oh, you mean park grill him and then finish
Yeah.
off later?
Yeah. We could work away from the outside in. See.
You don't have enough time on your StreamYard account to grill me. Oh yeah, I'm a thick beast.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm going to borrow Homer's flash fryer. Flash fryer buffalo in 30 seconds. You know that.
Model making mayhem saying grill dibs on the ribs.
I like that. Well done, Andy.
yeah, well done, Andy. Kevin Sue was just saying that the shed is all wired up now. I was going to load it back up today, but it's been blowing a gale all day, and he didn't want to end up losing his gazebo.
No.
Yes, it's blowing a gooly here as well. So
Yeah, it looks like it's lifted them off the ground as well.
yes. Scotty's just saying that a 92% proof rum considered
Yes.
a great breach. Yes, definitely.
Yes.
And pour more than one glass and share them around, please.
Yeah.
Quanaman saying he's. I'm pretty sure I'd get hanged for treason again with Swedes.
If I posted my crafty bits.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Andy's saying to Kevin Stevens, it's Blana Hooley.
Blana Hooley, definitely.
Blana Hooley.
It certainly is here. But that'll just be one more thing to cheer up. Getting a taxi. Driven in a special car behind Perspex. What could be better? Oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble when she gets in. Anyway, right, yes. So let's ask a couple of questions.
Indeed, yes.
Put him in the spot. For those in the chat, if you want to, we've got a super administration in the background. So if you want to pop a question in there, Nat will write those down. With a lippy on the window or something.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Lippy? Do you not even know what that is?
Oi. No,
Friday.
seriously, pushing
Friday.
it for next Friday, yes.
Nat. Talking
Yeah.
to Lippy, give him a fat one.
That's a good segue. Anyway, Malcolm.
Talking about fat one.
Oh, James. Oh, James.
Yeah, sorry, we don't take any prisoners with even our guests. Never mind.
No.
So,
I remember that though. Let me write that down.
yes.
Remember that one in the morning in
I'll pass the pen over to you, Malcolm. Have you got your diary?
Yes, I found it.
I suppose that's almost like saying, would you like a Kit Kat, Chunky? It's all in the pause.
It is. It's a pregnant pause.
So, okay, I've got a few questions lined up for him. And like I say, if you've got some questions for Malcolm, obviously, pop them in the chat. We did put a post up on the creche, which we will do if we have special guests. So I would encourage you to write some questions in there because our guests do check our page. And they sometimes feel not very popular if we don't put some questions in there.
Only if they have a fragile ego,
Yes.
and talk to their family about it. Like, could you possibly join that group so you can ask some questions? So I don't look like an idiot.
That's why I had to delete that question of Dad, what we got for tea.
Yeah.
Right. So, first question off the bat.
Are you really going to do this with me on full screen?
Yes.
Go on,
There we
I
go.
don't have to. But
Thank
it was
you.
such a good picture of you. You zoomed in and everything.
Yeah, I did. I cropped. I cropped just for you.
chopped it and chopped it.
Right. Okay. So, obviously, we've got a lot to cover about you because you got a
Oh,
lot
I'm
going
a
on.
huge. Yeah.
So
Got that.
I wanted to start with something on a more personal level with you
Oh, no.
because obviously we're aware that you're part of Models for Heroes and a wonderful charity it is. But what about you? So, what was your first model?
Wow, that's a question. You see, everyone asked that question, but I can't remember. I can remember. I think it was a Revell Tomcat, and I painted it blue gloss. I can't remember why. I think it was I think it was one of the Revell Tomcats. Can't remember what scale it was. It was probably bought for me when I was tiny. My dad was still is. He's one of those railway modelers that doesn't actually do any modelling at all, but likes to go to a lot of railway shows. So there's always bits around.
Yes.
Tools and plasticard and kits and things like that, and all his friends would be model makers, and they have layouts, and we never did. But I think I did more model making than he did. I would have said it was probably one of the Revell Tomcats.
Was it something that you and your dad used as a way of bonding together, or was it a way of keeping you quiet?
I've just been asked if I want a cup of tea. Yes, I do want a cup of tea. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Was it a way of bonding? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I guess it was. Next question.
Moving swiftly on.
Okay,
But no, in all seriousness, no. I think going to air shows with the family was part of the bonding thing. I don't think I think he just didn't have not the patience, but maybe he just didn't have the bravery to watch me with a pair of clippers and a scalpel.
You did say he was a railway modeler, which means he doesn't make models.
No, that's right. No, he would. If I was trying to build something, I was struggling, he's like, "We'll give it here then," and I finished it for you. I remember he bought me Lego once. I can't remember what it was, and then on Boxing Day, I came downstairs after I had built it, and he changed it. He turned it into one of the other things that you can make it into. I was like, "What? Where's this?" So I think there was a lot of my son will really enjoy this very expensive tray model. There's a lot of that going on, I think.
Yeah, I bought my eldest Scale Electrics when they were 1.
It's good to get in there early.
Yes, I think it's an investment, really.
Yes.
Yep.
So my next question, again, it's more about you than anything else. Biscuit or cake?
Wow, you're starting with the difficult ones. Kind of questions there. Biscuit or cake? I would say biscuit because they last longer and you can get all sorts of different type of biscuits. And they're dunkable. You can't dunk cake.
Yep, and there's more than one in the packet.
Yeah, that's true. They're shareable. I mean, technically, you can dunk cake. You can dunk anything, technically, but effectively, you want to be dunking biscuits. So I would say biscuits, and unless it's a Jaffa cake,
you don't dip Jaffa cakes.
You don't
Why?
do what?
You don't dip Jaffa cakes.
Do you?
I'm asking this question.
Oh, I see. It's rhetorical. I don't know. Do I dip Jaffa cakes? Oh, I wish I knew these questions before. So I'm cutting straight to the heart of the question here with this line of questioning. I don't know. I probably no, I don't.
Okay. It's important that we get that out of the way.
Yes. Yeah, I feel so
But
much
I
better
do
now.
dip Hobnobs. Hobnobs is my favourite biscuit. Sorry if that was your next question.
I'll be honest with you. I've actually had a timer on waiting for you to mention the word hobnob.
29 minutes. Well
And
done.
unfortunately, no one's won the bet. So, so anyway, obviously we do modeler making here sometimes. Thanks, Lewis.
Do we?
You do.
So how long have you been model making?
I don't know. However old I am, it's probably how long I've been model making. Putting things together with Lego and sticking stuff together at nursery, and and then upgrading to Tamiya kits. Well, yeah, you bloody well can dunk a Jaffa cake. Yeah, that's true. Yes, like I said, you can dunk anything. Probably since I was able to hold glue. I imagine that I was able to start modelling. I think, like I said, my dad had lots of modelling stuff. So yeah.
Okay. And the last question I'm going to give you from me, what is your passion in relation to a model making theme?
Military jets, I would say. Military jets.
Jets.
Military jets. And that would become because of the air shows that I used to go to. You know, I remember watching. We used to live near RAF Alconbury, and as a Cub Scout, we were invited to go up to their Alconbury base and watch the Phantoms do a scramble. And standing on we were standing near the apron, and they run out and they jump in there, these Phantoms, and they put the power on, and I you know, I don't know how old I was, 7 or 8. I've never heard a sound as loud as that in my tiny life, you know, and it's just awe-inspiring, and these things just rocket down the runway and just disappear into the clouds, you know, and that memory is very strong, I think, just with the power and the awesomeness of them. I think that also I remember watching lightnings take off at the end of an air show. It was the lightning display, and they just took off down the runway and just went straight up, you know, and disappeared. And that was the end of the air show, you know, and you think, what? You know,
That was amazing.
Yeah. I want to do that. Oh, I'm too tall. Never mind. I'll build them instead. So I think that's probably what it was. Yeah. What about you, James?
So with that, well, it's not all about me, Malcolm.
No, but I'm interested.
This is a professional show, don't you know? Thank you very much.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I dunk Jaffers, so I mean, I hope that helps.
It's a modelling show.
Oh,
Yeah. See, so some of us aren't posh enough for Jaffers.
Me, well, I dabble in any theme personally. Dioramas are my passion, obviously, but yeah, you can stick anything into a diorama within reason.
Sorry.
Yes, anything, literally. Google it. I'll just show you my Google history. That'd be easier. Yeah. So for me, it's the reason I do model making is because it was something that I envied because my brother did, and my brother and I sort of got on. And when I started doing model making, he didn't like it very much, so he always pushed me back to play with Lego. And then when he had I can't think what you call them. Basically a German tank that's got what am I doing? Pew 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 pew.
Oh yeah.
Yes, one of those, a German tank that's got the
AA.
Thank you. AA gun on it.
A Gerblewitz or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
He bought it. It was one of the best models he'd ever made. The way he painted it and all that, he'd done figures. It was all in a winter theme, but he wanted it to dry quickly, so he put it on top of a ray bonfire on the metal bit. Obviously melted it. No. So after he threw it across the room, he vowed he'd never touch a model again, which he hasn't, unfortunately.
Wow.
But I've still got that model today because I've used it 3 times in dioramas as burnt out truck. So
perfect.
Nice.
I've got 2 of his original models. One is a Tiger 1, and this bit of plastic that looks very much like something that it should have been. But yeah, that's why. And I think the other thing as well now is because I've been doing it for so long, my brother wouldn't like the competition, if you like, or the feeling of a competition between me and him. So that's not reason to do it. Anyway, it's not about me, it's about you. Was there any questions from the guys, from Karl or Lewis, you want to ask now? I mean, obviously, we're going to do another bit in a little bit.
Steve's disappeared.
Steve is
Steve's disappeared. Yeah, Steve's good at that. He's a
rebooted.
hide and seek champion of the South region. So, no, I've sent James a question to ask you a little bit later on, but we'll leave that for later, I think.
Okay.
Okay, well, you can. That's the end of round 1. Thank you very much. You've done very well.
Yeah.
Points on the draws are quite high.
How many
8
points?
points, not bad.
5 points. You
8.
answered- Oh, 8 points.
8 points. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I've misread my own writing. No minutes being taken in this show. Right, so we'll come back for your next round in a little while. Don't forget also tonight is obviously we've got a title of the show, which is Orville Ain't No Duck, but is a record breaker. That's for you to guess. So we're going to do that now. So you've got.
I hate that duck.
I hate that duck. It's just coming up to 20-9. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to put your answers in into the chat for what you think the title is this week. While you're doing that, just because I'm feeling really more than anything else. Oh, sure. It's all about me now. Very professionally changed camera. I didn't say what I would been doing this week.
No, you didn't.
No. So that's it. I hope you like it. It's taken me a little while to put together. No. All I've actually done this week, I've done absolutely nothing on the Corvette. It's still sat over there. But I have managed to print these today, which are the 3 little wise droids for my friend. And that's from Star Trek, obviously, the droids.
Yes. Yeah. Repair droids.
Yes.
Hit it on the nose.
Pit droids. So, yes, I got that.
Yeah.
What else have I done? I'm on a bucket of resin that all went wrong. That's all I've been doing. So, I've got a challenge tomorrow, which is going to be interesting because I asked everybody for their opinion as to what they'd like me to do for the parade. And
I put disco dancing.
Yes, there was that as well. Also, there was auction for the singing competition with the Girls Aloud, but they wouldn't.
Yes.
I tried. Something about
model.
Something to do with distancing. It wasn't social distancing. I think it was something to do with a court order. There you go.
Indeed.
Steve's back. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hello.
Welcome back, Steve.
Quantumman's just saying that's good segment, good link. I think Steve is hiding behind Karl. But shush, he'll spring out and scare everyone.
If someone jumped out behind Lewis with a big wooden spoon and made him jump out, that would make me laugh.
It would make me laugh. Either that or a spider. That would be even more funny.
Why you have to mention spider?
I'm so sorry I mentioned the spider. I didn't mean to.
Imagine a spider came running at you with holding 2 bottles of red sauce.
Oh, God. No. Oh, that is...
After last night's conversation.
Oh, that is wrong.
Yeah. You'll have to tell me about that later.
Yes. It was on that stream last night. We were talking about red sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No, I missed that.
I wish I did.
Hiding my face in a pillow.
Yeah, I missed the start because I was still eating my supper from getting home. So
Your absence was noted, James.
It was noted.
It was.
Oh yeah.
Another bad point against me.
It's all right. He made it to my stream. That means I'm more favourite than you.
Yeah. Yeah. Chancellor just saying Keith Harris set a world record of continuous ventriloquism and simultaneous characters is one of the guesses.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to
It
get?
strings all the clues together anyway.
And we've got Scotty saying Orville Rogers, record holder for ppm and 1 mile track records.
Ooh, now then, ppm, parts per million.
It's 800 meters.
Okay.
I just Googled Orville record breaker, and there's a video about exactly this. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4 down. It's called the Saturday Night Creche. Orville ain't no duck, but it's a record breaker. So I thought I might click on that, see if that gave me a clue.
Okay. Steve's going in with the Cuban Missile Crisis. Well, I know that. Model making mayhem is just saying that I'm pretty sure Lewis doesn't want his printer. Models this Friday coming.
I do. She's lovely. She's everyone's favourite.
I like
Everyone goes there.
that. When you say she's lovely, you mean the cat's mother, yeah?
No, I wouldn't put her that high up. I couldn't resist.
Can't believe you go for it every time. Ah, yes, actually, Mark's just reminded me. In fact, yes, you're quite right, Mark. I do apologise. How rude of me. What's Malcolm working on?
Good point. What am I working on? Yes. It's Guess the Kit.
It's about
Sunday.
It's a plane.
Hey, it is. It's playing. It is.
Single wing plane.
Well, I don't want to spoil what's coming up for later on for Lewis in the what are you working on thing on the forum. But if you can see that, that's
flappy wings.
a massive clue.
Corsair.
Yeah, there we go. Corsair. Yeah, working on that. So the idea is I want to get it built and done, and then I can weather it to bits. There's a video. Video? No, it's the old type of videos. It's called a book.
You just have to flip the pages really quick.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so this is the Diego Quijano book, the one which is by Mig, and I saw that image on there, and I thought that was awesome. I want a model in my cupboard that it looks like that. So
yes,
I realise that isn't one of these, but
No.
it's a blue aircraft that has a naval background, so it's kind of part of my naval build for what's that forum called that I'm doing it for?
The naval build, that would be for the model officer's mess.
That's the one. Yes, model officer's mess.
never heard of it.
I don't know. So I'm building it for that. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, this is the Revel 132nd Corsair.
Cool. And how have you managed to get that matchstick in the fuselage offset like that?
Oh, it's like that trick, isn't it? And you do the
He's put water on the inside of it, and it's like the refraction of the water.
no. Well, if you look really, really carefully, one of it's a bit bent now. One of them is from one side of the fuselage, and one of them is on the other side of the fuselage. So once you put it together, it's not going straight through. You knew that, right? You knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to get knocked off pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The plastic is really shiny. It's very, very thin. It doesn't want to go together nicely, so I'm going to have to work on it. Unfortunately, never mind. What we do?
Things you do for that group build that no one's heard of.
Sorry, so many names, places, things. Yeah.
Too many messes.
Way too many messes.
Speak for yourself, James.
And I just it wasn't a segue in any way, Steve, whatsoever. But what are you working on tonight, Steve?
Me, I'm still carrying on with the main J9R. Just
Cool.
on the interior bits at the moment. So
You're doing your interior bits.
yes.
Cool. Let's head over to the chat, see what's going on there. We've got Scotty saying naval build. Yes, it's not a build of a belly button. It is a sea warfare build on the Model Officers Mess Facebook page.
That's right, yes.
The last group build of the year.
Anything that is to do with the sea or sea warfare, isn't it?
Yes, indeed it is. Colin said he thought for a second the model was a defective submarine.
Yes, with a wheel.
Mm-hmm. We have another guest for the title of the show for this evening, which is from Her Ladyship Nat, saying Orville Wright breaks world flying records.
She's Googled that.
Oh, shit. Prove
it.
Ooh.
I can prove it. Your comment. You didn't even know what Malcolm's plane was. You thought it was the YMCA. You were sat there doing
the flapping wings.
You were sat there doing the YMCA thing.
Sorry, you're doing the YMCA dance.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't, I'm not even going to ask. I really am not. What you two do in your own time's up to you. Let's move on to Karl. What's on your bench this evening?
I'm going to paint a bit of this, I think.
Oh, lovely.
I'm going to paint the pink bits on the unicorn at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then some more of his webbing, straighten up some of the lines and stuff, I think.
Mm-hmm. I suppose this is the first time you've been at the bench in a week.
Yeah.
Fat boy.
First time we've been on the bench since last week.
Cool. Mark's just saying there, Steve, what was the problem with the primer today?
Laying it on too thick, too fast.
Too high a pressure?
No, just rather than doing a light dusting, I was like pull the needle right back and let it go.
Right, okay.
Or as Ted would say, slap it on. But,
Slap it on. Yeah, slapping it on doesn't always work, but
so I spoke to Paul and he sort of gave me some advice. So
Paul?
Paul.
Hi, Sam Paul.
Yeah, Paul Bretton. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, it's good like that. If you've got a problem, he will help you out.
Yeah, I sent him a message. I thought, well, he always says, if you've got any issues, just contact us directly. So I thought I would.
I'm going to take you up on it. Thank you very much.
So Dave's just saying, I'm going to go really left field, but is Orville reference anything to do with the Wright brothers?
I saw that one. I thought about that.
So I'm going to give you just one more minute, and then I shall reveal and tell you what the titles are about too.
Is it military?
Not necessarily.
Can I have a guess?
Yes, of course you can.
It's not to do with evening television on the BBC, is it?
In what way?
Roy Castle and Record Breakers and Orville.
Right. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
It's not, but that's the first thing I thought of was Roy Castle. And I thought, what's Roy Castle got to do with Orville? I couldn't think of anything more. So
Roy Castle used to blow his trumpet, didn't he? Roy Castle used to blow his trumpet.
His jumper?
No, his jumper, no.
He used to blow his own trumpet. But there is a link between them.
Is there?
Yes. Apparently there's a record that what was the boy's name that did Orville?
Boy.
The fellow name that was the ventriloquist.
Keith Harris?
Keith Harris, yeah. He wrote a pantomime that was a record breaker.
I guess it's not that then.
It was called Goldilocks, I think.
Did you Google that?
I did.
I saw that one too.
So Scotty's just saying there, Orville Rogers, 100 years old, record holder for the 800 metres and 1 mile track records. World War II bomber pilot, trainer and captain for Braniff Airways. Osric's in the house and he's saying first powered flight.
Evening, Osric.
So let me put you out of your misery. We did have, as it happens, an answer that was correct in the chat. And today's title is linked to an event in history in 1911. Orville Wright remained in the air for 9 minutes and 45 seconds in a glider at Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, setting a new world record that stood for 10 years.
Nice.
So there you go.
Well done, that duck.
I think you'll find that was Nat.
Yay, Nat!
It wasn't Nat, it was Google.
That's that, Lewis. That's the same for everybody in chat.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not that you know it, it's where you know to look for it. That's what I tell them at work.
Right there.
Still Google.
When they come up and say to me, when's the next train to London?
Look it
Not
up.
knowing the answer to where it is, sir. It's knowing where to look for it.
That was a
Up
question
there.
I found quite regular on Friday.
Yeah.
Do you have an ETA for me?
Yes.
No.
No, I don't get takeaways. So coming up, obviously, will be Lewis with his What's on Your Bench segment. If you haven't had the chance to do so already, head over to the Facebook page and add your picture of what's on your bench this week. You're going to do that about 9 o'clock, Lewis?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And then we will grill Malcolm some more. And don't forget, we've got that Name That Kit section as well.
Indeed. Someone opening biscuits.
That'll be Malcolm.
I wish. No biscuits here, fortunately. I said there's no biscuits here.
We've got a couple of minutes to fill before we get over to Lewis's section. Malcolm, quick question for you.
Yes, mate.
Which colour M&Ms?
Green.
You should have already known this for his changing room.
Well, this was my first complaint when I arrived. I don't want to air my grievances on air, but yeah, I noticed that the green room had no. There was no green M&Ms. But interestingly, if you want to start a conversation about orange Smarties, if we don't want to. What I'm hinting at is that I have a story. I once opened a pack of Smarties. Now, okay, orange Smarties are my favorite. So the rule is in the house: if you have a pack of Smarties and you have any orange ones, you give them to Dad.
Right.
Okay. And the more you feed them, the more favorite you become. That's the idea. So I had a packet of Smarties myself. I opened them up. There was no orange Smarties, and I was livid.
Not
Absolutely
one.
Livid. Not one in the entire packet of Smarties. So I wrote to Nestle.
Oh my god!
A really shitty letter. Really naughty letter. Really angry one. But like overly angry,
Yeah.
And they sent me a check for £5 to buy as many Smartie packs as I would, and they said that there'll probably be an orange one in there.
Well, that's good of them, isn't it?
Which I did, and that's why I got diabetes.
Did you phone and tell them that?
Send them another letter.
Yeah.
I shall be seeing you in court. Thanks for the diabetes.
Yes, that's right. But anyway, sorry. Anyway, green M&Ms.
Green M&Ms.
Yeah. How do you How do you see chat, guys, if you're not? I see some comments. Never mind. Carry on. Found it.
Yes. Yeah, you can still follow along.
Yeah, I can. You can't. Yeah, don't worry. Ignore
You
me.
just
That's
can't
fine.
activate a particular statement or comment now.
No.
Yeah, no, when you're a guest. We were having this conversation earlier before we went live that Malcolm was finding it difficult.
I do find it very difficult because I can't mute James. I can't do it.
Yes.
Oh, that's not nice.
True, but it's not nice.
Scott's just saying M&Ms must be consumed in the following order of colours: brown, orange, red, yellow, green. Why?
Save the best till last.
Is that a snooker reference?
I can't understand how anyone can control themselves long enough to separate the colours.
No.
Just put me in a bowl like this, James.
That's where your M&Ms are. Look, sorry, Malcolm.
They're Skittles, actually, but hey, sorry.
Taste the rainbow.
Yep.
Skittles.
Skittles, wow.
What is this show? I'll tell you.
Well, I bought them to make popcorn, but I couldn't be asked.
Bunch of amateurs, Malcolm. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
Does that actually work, Steve?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Because
Make some popcorn next shopping. You can do like Skittles popcorn, and it actually looks brilliant from what I've seen.
yeah, I did it on Thursday at work for the kids in Halloween.
Skittles popcorn.
No,
Yeah.
you can burn a salad.
When you put your corn in the pan with your oil, your hot oil, you put in a bag of Skittles as well.
Can you just take corn off the cob and do that?
No, you have to buy the dry corn. But
Okay. What about if you take it off a cob and dry it? Oh, I heard a cat.
but no,
Sorry,
you just
Steve, carry on.
heat your oil up as per normal, put your corn in and the Skittles in at the same time,
Uh-huh.
and it will colour them and flavour them.
Okay.
You get like multicoloured corn popcorn.
Does it have to be done in the pan? You can't buy the microwave ones there.
No, because the microwave packs are sealed.
There you go, Nat. You won't be trying it next week.
Oh, I really will.
No, it's easy. Just use a frying pan. Or
No,
your
I
pan,
like that frying pan.
or your normal.
Don't forget
pan.
to use a lid.
Yeah, you need a lid, obviously, or a plate.
For a plate.
It does seem to me like a very, very easy way of ruining popcorn and Skittles.
No, it's not. It's really good.
Taste the rainbow.
Mm.
I just can't get my head around it. Sorry, it's far too much effort. A tip there from Model Making Mayhem saying when you're handed a full chocolate cheesecake to eat on your own, don't do it.
Why?
Yeah, I don't understand that statement.
No.
Chocolate cheesecake is something in which you should eat by yourself.
Easily.
In a dark room while you cry,
Yeah, absolutely.
Crying
Just
at the
sit
same
there,
time.
crying at the same time.
feeling sorry for
in the
yourself. Eat a chocolate
corner.
cheesecake, and when you turn the light back on, you'll feel much worse.
Yeah. In the
But
corner
you'll
of the
feel
large,
full.
a very large spoon.
No, just use your hands. No one can see you in the dark. It doesn't matter.
Do you ever get that point of no return with a chocolate cheesecake when you're eating one?
Yeah, it's usually when there's like a slither left.
Yeah, and you think,
I
if
should
I
have done
just eat the whole thing, then no one will know it existed.
Exactly.
that.
If I just leave a little bit, I'm in trouble.
Doesn't
be
even
honest-
go in the fridge.
To be honest, the point of no return for me is when I'm on the last spoon. I'm like, I should have left some for the wife.
Yeah, that level of poop I usually sit in has just risen to just under my nostrils.
Oh dear. Apparently, it was yummy.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing that with us. And Ostrich is just saying cheesecake is life. Well, welcome to the Baker's Hour.
Cheesecake section. That's why I tuned in.
It's the only reason he's here.
Yeah.
You chocolate.
Lewis, are you ready for your bit?
I'm always ready. I was born ready.
Sorry, wrong one.
So what was that now?
Right, she's dying in the corner. That
Yeah, I
means
wasn't sure whether she was choking or spitting something out.
No,
From your statement, obviously. Just let's get on with it.
Wait a minute.
James.
Lewis is going to mash some buns, and we're going to go through our, or rather your work that's on your bench this week that you've kindly posted up on the Saturday Night Creche Facebook page. And we're going to go ahead straight over there. Over to you, Lewis.
Thank you. So, I'll just show the little post. I do the little announcement bit. So this poster gets put up every week, hopefully by Steve, Karl, or James, and it's pinned to the top of the Facebook page. So just drop your pictures in the comments.
Indubitably.
So first one up is Tiny Photo Etch. Scott, so these are the results of seat harnesses from Saturday Night's Creche. Only taken until Monday to get this far, still going to attempt some additional cockpit detail. Comet 163B cockpit and both the 509 rocket motor.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen these floating around on other groups and stuff. They look amazing. Beautiful work, Scott.
Jeez.
Yeah, very, very nice. But we know what Scott's like for my super detailing stuff.
Yeah, lush.
Remember his T-34, was it? The Russian tank, where he did all the partial interior from scratch. Yeah, it's very nice indeed.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is a reference photo from Scott from the US Space and Aeronautical Museum.
Nice.
Next up, we've got Mark Ewing, and he's completed my remaster of my old Tamir 135th Abrams kit.
That's nice. Wow.
Yeah, done a good job of that. Bloody lovely.
That's a proper looking tank, that, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? It's nice.
I'm going to ask a novice question now. Do they still use it?
Abrams?
Yeah.
Good question. I would have thought so. Somewhere. Might not be the US using them, but somebody will be using it. I guarantee it.
Hmm.
Israelis still use them, don't they?
I think so.
Hmm.
The Israelis have only just replaced the Cromwells, haven't they?
They've had them in service up until recently, yeah.
We've got Steve's main B9R primed using UMP grade. Had an issue with the primer at first, but after speaking to Paul, I've managed to rectify it now.
Nice.
I've got that build to do. I'm going to start that tomorrow. 29R, same one.
Oh, good up. Don't ruin the photo etch like I did.
I might accidentally lose a photo etch.
That is exactly what I would do.
Mark Ewing's been painting my Warhammer 40k figure based on a samurai armor colours. Did my first sign on his shoulder, armor meaning honor.
Nice. Ooh. This is the one I was on about earlier, that if he gets fed up with it.
Yeah, it's looking lush, isn't it?
It is looking fantastic. I have actually gone and put one in my basket. That's where it's going to sit, like, but I'll put one there.
Can you get them on Amazon?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
What sort of size will that be?
$24.99. Those are. It's 7 inches tall,
Gosh.
so it's quite large.
Yeah.
I might have to have a word with that.
Another one on the list.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it looks lovely, doesn't it? That
Yeah.
red's really striking.
Inspiring, without a doubt.
Ooh.
Oh, possibilities are amazing.
3
Awesome.
points if you can tell me what that actually says.
On that.
Can't say it here.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, it says right shoulder band.
We got Mr. James Skiffins, 3D printing for my friend.
Yeah, that's the work droids.
Mm.
They look like scarecrows.
I thought it was drum kit.
Dudum.
What's going to be more interesting is cutting all those bits off, but there you go. Good. We'll see if we can get it in one go this time.
Run it under hot water for a little while, and then they just usually pop off.
I think I'll probably pass it up and give it to my friend today.
Yes. That's what I usually do if I make a 3D model for someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Malcolm.
Yeah. That's how you end up breaking one of the legs off accidentally and then thinking, how am I going to hide that in this diorama?
Have it as shot.
Yes.
Would you look at that?
Oh my lord.
Wow. What scale's that?
That's
Just
got-
having a little fun.
156.
Jeepers.
Wow.
Wow, that's very good. I'm not sure sneezing on his hand was a good move, but
Hmm.
no, very good though. Very, really, really good.
It must be what, 1/200 scale or something?
Yeah, it's going to be around there, isn't it?
Got to be that sort of scale, yeah.
That's kind of fun. I like that.
Yeah, remember, guys, when you're posting your work up, if you can put scales and stuff in, you don't have to, but it just makes it a little bit more fun. For us
Yeah.
to-
If you know
what
it,
you're
put it
trying to
in.
inspire us with.
Well, he might not know. He just says he found
Yeah.
a few little planes. So, yeah. He might not know.
And if you know what the model is, please let us know because I have no idea.
Mm.
I purposely didn't word it that way, but yes.
Oh, this is Malcolm. The gap on this Revell 132nd course ahead.
Yeah. Yes. It's a YMCA plane.
Is it flown by a cowboy?
Policeman.
Oh.
American cop. Motorcycle. Osric 9000 said the Abrams is the US main tank and the Israelis use the Merkava. Yeah, massive gap. I'm just going to have to fill it with, I don't know, more plastic shims or something.
You have it as a moving part, though. That's the thing.
No, I don't want it as a moving part. The
it's not
kit
bad.
kind of is very proud of itself that it can offer that option.
Yeah.
But I don't want it like that.
Does the kit come with a pilot?
Yeah, it does, but that's best just skipped over. I can show it later on if you like. Looks like
This is Len's current progress on the 172nd Kamov KA-226 Medivac helicopter.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's different, isn't it?
it's got the stretcher too. That's cool.
Yeah, Len's the guy that did the one last few weeks with the funny rear end as well. Helicopter. I can't remember what it is.
Banana.
Isn't it one of them? Camel.
I think it is, yeah.
It's like got a twin tail part to it.
Twin tail, yeah.
It's not called banana. No.
Yeah, I can't-
Banana.
It's a Russian one, wasn't it?
I don't know how fast it was going, but I think it was. There was one that had like a raised back to it, or was that a different show I was watching? Sorry. I'll just
There
shush.
you go.
I'll just shush.
The Colmo KA126.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Chancellor.
That's good.
Oh, God.
I forgot his name. James Sunday Pride.
You forgot his name.
How rude.
That's all right, Bob. Carry on.
Yeah, really bad with names. Stephen.
Yeah, that's for his Sunday Parade tomorrow, which I'll be there. Nim's put this up, which I can relate to quite well. Mainly, where will we put them? Right now.
Yeah, that's very true.
Scott Sutherland at the Junk Works, ready to start filming the weathering process tomorrow. New video on YouTube channel on Sunday if all goes to plan.
Ooh,
Nice.
Nice.
Nice, Scotty.
There's the giveaway.
Don't
Yeah,
forget.
if you've not seen that, head over to the page and share and like, and you can put yourself in for it's a 1/32
Tornado GR.
Who's giving that away?
E-models.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna draw it in a few weeks' time. I think it's about 3 weeks, is it, or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, is it a raffle? Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically, you just like it and share it. That's all.
Awesome.
And then someone else this live stream, I can't remember. That's
Oh.
Nat on the Dexterous Crafter.
Dextrose Crafter.
To
Fat lip time, I think. No.
Oh yes, it's getting very close.
Not that close.
What was that, Steve?
that tornado being done in the is that reference to one being a new gate guardian at some RAF base?
I don't know.
Yeah, because they're replacing the what was the plane that refueled the Falcon in the Falcon War?
DC-10.
No,
No,
Victor.
Victor, yeah.
Yeah, they've had one on their display for about 20 years. And no longer viable to be a gate guardian because it's deteriorated. So they're replacing it with a Tornado GR9.
Interesting.
Mark Ewing, tonight I've cleaned up my Warhammer 40k Marine with some sanding.
Oh, look at that. Mark, you should have left that paint on. It looked really nice.
Well, that red was all right.
Yeah, I like that red as well.
Is that resin or is it just regular polystyrene, polycarbonate plastics?
I'm going to
Yes,
guess that it's
true.
polystyrene because it's $24.99.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone producing a resin kit that large for that
Well,
kind of price.
not for that money, not that big.
Hmm.
But looking at that, we could quite easily print that on the printers we've got in the
That amount of
component
parts,
parts.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Steph Keatley has at the Budget Modeler
Hey.
put a video up
Steph.
for his next build.
Yeah. His last set of his last build series was awesome. He built Spad, and he showed all the problems he had and everything, and it was really good episodes. And you have to watch it to find out what he's going to build next.
Dun, dun, dun.
I've already watched it. Mark Ewing has put it back in the box. Up.
Oh, Mark.
He's posting it off to you, look.
Yeah, good lad. I wish.
He's not going to fit on that base, is he?
Yeah, you thought the base might be a little bit bigger.
Oh,
Does
hang on,
look
no,
nice, though.
that is the base. Look.
That's what comes in the kit.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So obviously some reference to him stepping off the base.
Apparently, it's all about the base.
Biscuit base, battery, biscuit base.
Yeah.
It's a video.
No, it's a series of images of some of the best and most exciting lots coming up next Friday night on the Models for Heroes charity auction.
Here's a good segue then. What do you
Oh.
reckon, James?
Yeah, what's that all about, Malcolm?
What's that all about, Malcolm? Over to you.
Okay, I have got some artwork that I can pop up. I think I do anyway. Maybe I don't. No, I don't. No, that's on my StreamYard, and I don't have control of my StreamYard. It's
Yeah,
one
if
show.
you can share your screen, which you
I
should be
would
able to,
have to find it, and then
we can throw you up on the big telly.
I haven't got it all set up.
I've got something I can put up.
I say we should have something like this.
Whoa, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's it. On the 30th of October this year at 7 p.m. UK time will be a huge charity auction to raise money for Models for Heroes. There are over 50 lots, and there are just under 100 kits up for grabs. You tune into their YouTube channel, which I'm sure someone could put a link up, or and at 7 o'clock they'll start going through the lots, and you bid using the chat.
Indeed.
Bidder wins. All the money goes to Models for Heroes. The Friday Night Live crew with Paul, they spend the entire night, and it goes on quite late, doing all the auctions and organising the images and the times and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. They give up their entire night just for us, and we usually raise a couple of grand.
Yes.
So we are very excited about this one because we can't move for boxes currently. There are all sorts of amazing stuff. There are rally cars that have been signed by the rally drivers with a certificate of identity.
I saw that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's 3 of those. That's through
That's really
M-Sport. We've got 1/200 scale Missouri that is bigger than my eldest daughter. We have everything. We just have all the
there's
kits.
loads of cars, there's loads of armour.
Yeah. There's a 1/25th scale Tiger in there.
Yes, I saw that as well.
There
Got
is
my
an
eye on that one.
Airfix Owl.
Yeah, 1-to-1 scale, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Airfix Owl. Airfix did a set of birds years ago. And we have an Airfix Owl. So all these kits have been donated for directly for the auction, which is awesome. And we're going to be auctioning them off on Friday. So come and see us.
So while you're in the hot seat, Malcolm, it would be a good segue to go to ask you a little bit more about your charity. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about what it is, Models for Heroes?
Sure, I will do, but take me off screen because I have to look at my face.
That wasn't me, but yes.
Thank you.
Look at my face and tell me that you love me.
Put you off. What do you want to know? What's the question?
So tell us a little bit more about Models for Heroes and what you achieved with it, etc.
Okay. Models for Heroes, their charitable aim, in essence, is to improve the lives of our former and current armed forces personnel and emergency service personnel in the UK with a meaningful activity that is namely model making of any form. It promotes skill development and social interaction. It's really good for growing nerve endings and dexterity. We've been going since 2017. Started up just giving a few kits to Tedworth House, the Help for Heroes, and it was an incredibly popular modelling session that we had there, and it just grew from there. And now we have 71 supported organisations across the UK, including Help for Heroes, Combat Stress, the NHS, and we provide them with model kits, resources, training, expertise, guidance, I suppose, and volunteers, so that they can have their own modelling sessions in their own organisations and run them in their own recovery way. And it's awesome. That's it in a nutshell, I guess.
How many people or ex-service personnel, etc., do you think you've helped over there?
How many have we helped? It's really hard to know because we don't have the numbers of the organisations that run modelling sessions that we just support with kits, so we don't know. I know that all of our volunteers have to fill out a session report form at the end of their session, and we've totted up the hours. And since 2019, we've provided 1,000 hours of meaningful activity to our armed forces, which is insane, just for a tiny little charity like us to be able to have over 1,000 hours of activity dedicated to armed forces recovery is
and you have to remember that 1,000 hours of activity is just the session. That's not including how many people are actually at that session. So you could have several people that have all gained 1,000 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
Sense.
Yeah.
There's going to be several people at each session.
Yes, that's right.
Even if you're like just 10, that's 10,000 people who've helped in that short time.
Yeah, absolutely. So the idea is, there's an average of 5 to 10 people, sometimes as low, sometimes as more, in each session. Obviously, COVID has made a big difference lately. One, that the sessions can't really go ahead. Two, there's no fundraising anymore because there's no model shows to go along and rattle a tin at. COVID's made a big difference, but I don't know exactly how many veterans. It'd be lovely to know, but I can say enough. I'd like to say it wasn't enough. Sorry. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Dave's off.
Hey, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
So, this charity you set up, Malcolm, what was the inspiration behind it? What was the incentive?
Because there wasn't one. There's a charity in the States called Models for Troops. It's run by an awesome man called John Emery, and you Google him. They've got a website, and they were providing model kits to the guys out in Afghan for something to do between missions because nothing to do. And they found, they were really enjoying them, and he asked for more kits, and so he could try and get more donations. And then because he had so many, then he had to incorporate. And there was an advert on Reddit which was asking for donations and help. And I thought, oh, that's a great idea. But they were in the US, and I thought, oh, I wonder what the UK equivalent is. So I wrote to a couple of military charities and asked, and they said there wasn't one. There wasn't one. So I thought, well, that's daft, because you go to model shows, it's all about the military stuff. You talk to people, and mostly it's veterans, who are into model making or have an interest in the military at least. And it's something that's been promoted since World War One. Soldiers returning from war are given like a kit or something to build, whether it would be basket weaving or flower engine or whatever, but they've been given something to take their mind off things and to concentrate on something else. But there's nothing set up to provide that. It's all been sporadic and sporadic little campaigns here and there to get kits for somewhere that's trying to run things, but nothing's actually been done as an organization. So that's what Models for Heroes is. It's like the first the first one, I guess. And we're really lucky because the UK public hobby scene, if you like, is incredibly generous with their time and with their kits and their money. So it's just kind of lent on the whole hobby basically to get Models for Heroes going. So it's all you guys that are watching, bending plastic and sticking paint on things in the right order that help Models for Heroes, because we wouldn't be anything without the help that we get. What was the question?
No, you've answered it really well. A question from Nat was written down in a way in which I can't read. That's handy. What do you find most gratifying about the work you do for Models for Heroes?
That's Nat's question, isn't it?
That's Nat's question. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to look up that word gratifying.
I was going to say he's going to come out of that. I knew he was going to say that.
And I googled it, and Urban Dictionary had an answer, and then I had to look at a proper thesaurus, and it said pleasing. What was the most pleasing thing about Models for Heroes? And yeah, I mean, there's so many things. I'd say model shows were really great. People coming up saying, "Oh wow, great to meet you, and thank you for the help." We go to a model session up somewhere, and it's really helped us. Possibly the letters that we get of people saying, if it wasn't for Models for Heroes, I wouldn't be getting out of bed. If it wasn't for the session that it was set up down the road, there's no reason for me to even leave the house. And that's the only time I leave the house, is to go and build my models. Because there's guys there who understand me, and they all want to build the same stuff as me, and it's really fun. And we don't have any financial barrier to going out, and it's a great little social group, And then there's also the people who say that they would be swinging from a tree still now if it wasn't for Models for Heroes, and that is enormous in terms of the time that you spend on something. For then someone say that you've practically saved their life, and their family as well. Is beyond pleasing. It's beyond gratifying. It's amazing, really. And I think that's the thing, is that people don't quite realize how important just having a connection with other people is. We do these little hobby things and build our plastic models and stuff, but it's really about the people that we're talking to, and the laughs that we have, and the giggles, and the little memories that we're making. No one really cares about the kits. Sorry, but honestly, it's the connections that you make with people, and that's what makes the difference.
Yeah,
model making is just a doorway, I guess, to being.
It's just a byproduct, isn't it? But it's that, like I say, it's that meeting of people getting together.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's not to say that model making hasn't got its own well-being or therapeutic properties, because, as you know, you think, I'll spend 5 minutes in the shed. You look up and it's night.
Yeah.
And everyone's got a bed, and that just means that your mind is relaxed, and it's just focusing on the thing right in front of you, rather than worrying about how you're going to pay your rent next month, or worrying about what you saw when you're in, deployment or something. So that is, it has its own properties as well. Following instructions as well. If you're feeling anxious or depressed, it's quite hard sometimes to get started. If you've got an instruction sheet and it says this step here is number 1, if you can get that step done, then we can move on to number 2. So following those instructions in that segmented way is very helpful for getting yourself going, pushing yourself forward, and getting out of that kind of depression funk that people get into. So yeah. Next question.
So obviously, COVID has had a big impact on you this year, as with all charities and people generally. What has Models for Heroes done to combat that?
Okay, so what have we done? So all modelling sessions had stopped. So we're talking way back in March. All modelling sessions had stopped. So what we were finding that pretty quickly, people were starting to say, I'm bored. I'm stuck at home. I've got nothing to do. I'm climbing the walls. I'm stuck in here with my family. They're stuck in here with me. And I miss everybody. And I want to get back and doing things. So we did a couple of things. We started doing online modeling shows, modeling sessions, or whatever you call them, where we just get some volunteers and we have a chat and we invite people to come along and talk. That is done through our Modelers Mess, which is our Models for Heroes private Facebook group. That's open for beneficiaries and volunteers. The other thing that we have been involved in is other organisations around the UK were finding that they also had that problem of veterans and people that are unemployed who were veterans, were just stuck and they had nothing to do. So they were asking us for model kits. So we would end up sending lots and lots of model kits to organisations that we were doing like food bank deliveries and deliveries of things to do, and we gained actually quite a lot of new modelers from that, because people were like, oh, I got a Spitfire kit in my food delivery. I'll build that. And then I made sure that our card was in there, so they contacted us, or they contact the organisation that delivered them, and they would set up a session. There's a couple of online sessions that have been now started just because on the back of that. There's one up at Finkel. Can't remember where it is now. It's up north of the M4, so it must be north.
North of a Watford Gap.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Here be dragons.
Yeah. And at Finkel, they have an online session, and the guys get model kits, and they have a chat and a laugh, a couple of hours a week, and it's like this. How far have you got? What have you done? Have you got stuck anywhere? And they have a chat and a banter, and they swear at each other, and they have a great time.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the things we've done, and of course we've had to do all this while also being in lockdown ourselves. We couldn't get to our container for a little while, so that was a stretch. We we coped, we got through it, and I'm trying to think what else we've done just for COVID or because of COVID. Yeah, we've had to rewrite safety guidelines and all that sort of thing, and that is just a nightmare, because not only are we part of Company's House, we're also part of the CIC, we're also part of the NCDO, which is the National Council for Voluntary Organisations, and we're also...
Have you had to write risk assessments and all that stuff as well?
That's exactly what I was trying to say. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Quick way of getting there. Yeah, we had to write our own risk assessments and our own safety guidelines, and everybody uses different terms for all the same stuff, and it's a nightmare. So
we had to write them for the rugby club because it's a registered charity as well. So
yeah. So you have to have your own guidelines and follow everyone else's guidelines, and you just have to do your best. And sadly, there's still not many sessions restarted. I think we've got 4 or 5 who are going along, and they're managing, but it's not the same. Even online, it's not the same, But we are trying to build that up. That's
not the same, but it's something.
Yeah, it is. It's not the same, but it's something. Yeah, absolutely. I think that will be the future for quite a while now. Is everything moves online, especially in this format.
But do you also see that once we've put the fire out in the world, that maybe it would be a continuous addition to what you do anyway, or is it something you feel will slide back to the norm, if you like?
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever be the same though.
No.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know.
No, there's always going to be a fear there now.
That's right. I mean, even just shaking someone's hand. People come to the house. The Models for Heroes HQ is run out of my own home, and people come here to deliver kits, and I want to say thank you, and I want to shake them by the hand and look at them in the eye and say thank you very much for what you've done. And it's really hard because you have to stand back and you have to kind of almost, you have to be kind of fearful of their arrival, you know, and you can't open the kit, you can't open the boxes straight away, especially leave them in quarantine. You can't shake their hand. You can't do the elbow thing.
No, you're stepping into the danger zone if you do that.
That's right.
I get that as a physical contact person. I get that. It's very hard.
It is.
Oh, you a hugger, Steve?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I'll remember that next time I see you.
I'll remind you as you're running away.
Yeah.
He's trying to hug you.
So, still on the charity, have you? While I understand that, you know, it's difficult to plan ahead, but are there any goals or anything that's coming up, or you're hoping to plan in for next year or the end of this year?
Yeah, so we have a couple of grant applications that we're trying to write. We have a couple of other charitable organisations that are also going to be looking at going the same way as us, particularly online, and also. I think that, you know, sending kits out to people who are part of modelling sessions is going to be the thing, you know, and hopefully we'll be able to get back to doing some sessions in real life, you know, with each other again. But yeah, we are just focusing on the online stuff at the moment. Yeah. Was there something of particular that you were asking me about?
No, it was just a very open and vague question. I mean, the people that watch know that I am
vague.
Thank you. I'm a volunteer for the charity, and they know that it's very close to my heart. So it wouldn't take a stretch for them to know that I have conversations with you from time to time when you pick up the phone and don't realise it's me. But yeah, so you know, it wasn't aimed at anything. It was just very general. And just because I remember, you may not have noted this in your diary, but you did remind me the other day when we spoke that I may have been giving an incorrect address out for the charity. Would you like to clarify where people can go to find out the information that's relevant to you?
Yes, absolutely. So if you go to modelsforheroes.org.uk,
link is in chat.
Link is in chat. That will take you directly to our website, which is relatively new. Please go and have a look. Go and have a look around. Go and have a snoop. Tell me where the spelling mistakes are, because it's all done just in-house. So
yeah.
There's a thing down the very, very bottom that says, help us make a quality website. Please do get in contact with us if you notice an error. So in other words, you know, please write our website for us. And I can look at that technology. Check that out. You know, full screen me.
Yeah, gotcha.
There you go. So this is the website here. This is the main page. No control over it. Hang on. Yes, I do. There we go. We have our update for COVID. So if you were part of a session, you're going to see which ones are open and which ones are not. Advert for the charities auction. There's also a documentary that was made 2 years ago now.
I've watched that. It's very good.
It's awesome, isn't it? It's following an awesome chap called Peter Cosgrove, who is one of our volunteers. But it goes from his experiences in Afghanistan and why he model makes, and it's a very powerful documentary. It's very short,
very good,
12 minutes long. And we spent quite a long time doing that. But that's really good. If you want to get the basics of what Models for Heroes do, then you should be watching that. And then there's links and stuff. There's a bit of news, but it's a basic website where you can go. There's also a very nice green. Nice green there. Look, like right up by your Mento that's spinning around. The donate button. Now, this will take you to the different ways that you can help us. If you click on donate funds, it'll tell you, oh, not on that screen, on that one. If you click on donate funds, it'll tell you, give you links directly to our PayPal and Just Giving if you're thinking of doing any fundraising. Donate Kits gives you our address for HQ and a few things about unstarted kits and how to sort of send them and make sure the ones that we desire the best are there. How to shop and support us. So we are part of eBay for Charity, and also we have an Amazon wish list that if you wish to buy tools and resources that we use directly at the charity, that'd be really great. Also, Airfix love us. So Airfix allow us to collect flying hours and then put them in passports and then send them to Airfix, and then they send us kits back. They pay for our membership and they also pay for our postage and packaging.
Nice.
And they are incredibly helpful and incredibly supportive. And they're awesome. So, yeah, please do that. There are usually flying hours on my desk. I've got some right here.
There.
These are the ones that you clip off the boxes. I'm sure you've known them. If you send them to us, we can utilize them and get more kits for our bellies.
Awesome.
There you go.
While you're still in the hot seat, got a couple more questions.
Okay.
But before I give them to you, is there any questions from anyone, Steve, Lewis, Karl?
No, you've asked mine.
Yeah.
You've asked mine.
Right. Okay. In that case, we're going to go on to the nitty gritty now. In this case, what is your preference, button or sliders?
What?
Are you okay, James?
So obviously we talked about your charity and what you've done. Sorry, I'll move on. The last question I've got actually is not about your charity. It's about you.
Yeah.
And that question is, have you got any personal goals that you want to achieve or achieve this year for the end of the year, or to set yourself for next year?
Yes. I would love Models for Heroes to get premises because we've operated Models for Heroes in my lounge for 3 years, and my kids are getting fed up with all the boxes everywhere. But in all seriousness, I'd love to be able to run modeling sessions at Models for Heroes HQ. I'd love to be able to get people in to help us who are volunteers, because at the moment we can't really have volunteers coming into our own home to help. So I have to physically do all the boxing up of all the kits, taking in all the kits, keeping the stock, and it'd be really good to have some helping hands for that. So if we can get premises, that'd be good. It's not cheap though. That's the trouble. So as part of some of our grant applications in the future will be to get premises, and luckily we've got a great business park just up the top of the road here, which is walking distance. So I'd love to be able to get somewhere there. That is probably my own goal for Models for Heroes, I would say, in the short term. I'd love it to have sessions in every county, but it all depends on how many volunteers we have and what organisations want to run modelling sessions at their centres and things. There's lots of things that actually now I'm thinking about that I'd like to have done. I think one of the things I really like is if there wasn't so much of a stigma around model making, in that it's not cool, or it's a nerdy thing, or it's really, really difficult, or there's always a barrier for some people to start the hobby, and it's usually something like, there's no way I could do that.
Yes, that's what I've always found when talking to someone. It's always, I don't see how you can do that. I haven't got the patience for that.
Yeah, I don't have the patience. You know, quite often I would think, why am I don't have no business being in this hobby because I have absolutely no patience and I want to get stuff done right now. And you just find ways, I guess, of enjoying that hobby with other people. But yeah, there's also that stigma, especially when it comes to the armed forces, you know, and big burly men bending plastic and sniffing glue and things.
Yeah, big roughy toughies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't get much bigger than me. They certainly get much tougher than me, but they, you know, I think that kind of helps sometimes if I walk into a room and say, right, chaps, are you ready? We're going to build a Spitfire. I'm like, what? And they're like, what? But yeah, at the end of it, they're always, you know, saying, well, what can you get a kit of a warrior or can you get a kit of a Churchill? Because my grandfather worked on that, you know.
Yeah.
And you just need to start. You just get a starter kit, you know, make a mess of it, enjoy it, and then that's it. You're hooked then. You know,
It's all part of the joy is making a mess of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's not one kit that I've not ever made a mess of it. You know,
No.
I've been modelling for many moons. So
No, I mean that is at the end of the day. If I'm
You
honest,
make a mistake on every model.
yeah. If I make a mistake, if I don't make a mistake on something, I haven't learned anything. So
you must learn so much.
Absolutely.
Oh dear. Shots fired, James.
Well, I'm not going to retaliate because I'm bigger and bolder than that.
It's professional.
You're certainly bolder. I wouldn't say you were bigger.
Bolder, yes, bolder. Sorry, yeah. I told you I got my teeth in today. Well, thank you very much for being our guest, Malcolm. That is all the questions
Indeed.
for you. So, yeah, it's been great. I hope everybody has learned a little bit about the charity and about yourself if they didn't know you already. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Well, thank you guys for supporting Models of Heroes. Thank you, James, for giving all your time up as well as volunteer. You guys will hear James say that he is a volunteer and he gives up the time to go along to where was it? Chelsea
Pensioners is the last one I did, yeah.
But what you probably don't realize is that you share all our posts. You talk about us all the time. You reluctantly come onto our shows, and you are just a great big bear
Cuddly
of a
bear.
flag waving standard bearer for Models for Heroes, and we have to thank you for that. So thank you very much to the Saturday Night Creche and all the guys as well for helping out and supporting us.
I can honestly say the honour is mine.
Indeed, yes.
Like,
It's always
so
a pleasure,
rewarding.
never a chore.
Yeah, it's so rewarding. I mean, I must admit, when I first went to a session, I was very nervous about it all, and everyone made me very welcome, actually, which is the first place I've been welcome anywhere. So that's odd, but anyway, yeah, no, it's inspiring, so awe-inspiring, and I know I was very lucky with helping set up the Chelsea Pensioners and sitting and chatting to those guys. They live in an awesome place in itself, but it is full of awesome. It is just an oozing awesome of awesomeness.
I bet there's some ace stories as well.
Yeah, just amazing. From the experience of sitting in their dining hall, which is like Harry Potter's dining hall, is the only way I can describe it, which is amazing itself.
Yep.
Talking to veterans of the Second World War and other theatres, just amazing. So it is a great pleasure for mine, and I'll always wave the flag, definitely.
Cool.
Anyway, thank you for that, Malcolm.
No worries.
Here we go, Red. Joe snuck in while we were busy chatting. So
Evening, Joe.
Evening, Joe.
breathing. Scotty's just saying there's so much truth and relevance in the words, in your words, Malcolm. So important to support our troops, actives, reserves, and retired. It means them very much to so many, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's funny that most of our volunteers are ex-service personnel. So they get a lot out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we support the reservists as well. You know, all anyone who's fought for their country, or even just for 1 hour, I think it isn't it 1 day. I think if you serve and you become a veteran.
Yeah.
But anyone who's willing to protect my family like that, you know,
Yeah.
I can protect them in the way that I know, and that's making models. That's all I know how to do really well. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And of course, over this COVID period of time, you've also linked up with another group in a different country, haven't you?
You talking about Canada, or are you talking about Netherlands?
Just over, Netherlands, just over the.
Oh right, yeah. So there are other ones in other countries. So there's it's not a Models for Heroes, but it's called the Stickling Scale Model for Vets, and Stickling means charity in Dutch. Scale Models for Vets. There's a thing on our website somewhere about the other model charities in other countries. But yeah, we've had a couple of online group chats with them. That was really fun.
Nice.
And they're awesome models. So one of the guys there had a World War II helmet, and he built a diorama in the helmet.
I have seen that.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
And it's a genuine helmet as well. It's a registered helmet from World War II.
He's done it in such a way that you can still remove the diorama, so it's not glued inside. But that's really good fun, and to be kind of international like that, you know. And at the end of the day, everyone's got exactly the same sort of experiences in the armed forces.
Hopefully, that's where it goes. It goes global.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, I can barely keep control of the UK version, so we'd have to be
once it's global. It's a big thing then. So
certainly
lots of people to help out.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, I know a lot of people. I get an email a month probably from people in Australia asking if there's a Models for Heroes in Australia. And I always kind of put them onto a mailing list where all the people who've ever emailed me about that get put on a mailing list, so they all get to know each other. But the trouble is, it's such a big place.
Yeah,
nobody's ever emailed me who is close to each other.
Somebody else. Yeah.
So yes. Yeah, thank you for letting me take over your show.
Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. So, where are we in chat? So, Canaman's come in. So, evening, Canaman, saying good evening, gentlemen. How you guys done? I do use the word gentleman loosely. Indeed, yes. Indeed, we're all gentlemen here.
We're all gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Lewis is here. We were all gentlemen here.
Am I still back the board?
You're still in the naughty corner, I think.
Oh.
So Mark is saying, unfortunately, he's very hard on himself and must make everything perfect. Meaning he pushes himself to the limit on every build in skills and technique. It's just him, and that's how he likes to model. So yeah, a lot of people do like to strive for perfection on every build and try.
Yeah.
But
I think Mark's in a unique position that he will probably feel very satisfied with that effort that he puts in.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he'll probably say he won't, but you don't get satisfaction from a hobby without putting effort in and time. So it's good that he tries.
The stuff Mark's been churning out the last few months has been phenomenal.
So yeah, it's paying off.
Yes. Indeed. So
have you got another section coming up?
Yeah, Jamie's going to be doing his Guess the Kit from the box art very, very shortly, I should think.
Excellent.
So he's not shared any of the pictures or anything, so I think we'll all be playing along.
So do you now understand the rules, Karl?
Yes. Yeah, I have to say James's explanation last week wasn't the greatest.
Yeah. Well, he knew what he was talking about.
Oh, well, yeah. After all, that is all that is important. So. Yeah, I think like Scottish just said, I agree, Mark. Can't improve unless I open new horizons. I think there isn't a model builder in the world that isn't always striving to make it that little bit better, no matter how good they are. There's always something to improve.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, always learning from other people, and
Yeah.
And it's an exciting thing, isn't it?
Experimenting.
New tools come out, and new paints and new techniques, or old
Yep.
techniques that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
There's always somebody that doesn't know about the Tamir Extra thing brush, for instance.
Yeah, it's an old classic.
Yeah,
It's like the when AK brought out the weathering pencils. Now people have been using pencils for a long time, but I never thought about it.
Right.
Using paint pencils for weathering with.
Yeah.
Back a bit, guys.
There's always something. Say again, Steve?
I've got to refresh again. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, buddy. Talk to you in a minute.
Yeah, there's always something new. There's always something
Yeah.
coming out. There's always a new kit,
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. That happens far too regular.
Oh yes.
Oh, nice shiny new kit. No.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Got my eye on the Blackbird, the SR71, coming out by Revell next year, apparently.
Okay. Interesting.
In 48 scale.
Did the Vulcan come out yet? From Airfix?
No,
Was it
then
delayed?
until March.
March.
March next year, yeah. I've got it on pre-order and I emailed them saying, is it still out in November?
Yeah. I think everything's going to be delayed 3 or 4 months at the moment.
Yeah. I should be in Spain right now.
Oh.
I got holiday booked and flights booked for Saturday just gone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Gosh. So, why didn't you go? Can you not go to Spain at the moment?
First and foremost, I've started a new job. Obviously, people know that. And now, if you fly to Spain, is not a problem. They're still all open, etc., etc.
Yeah.
However, on the return to the UK, you have to isolate for 14 days.
Oh, I see. Right.
I don't think my new employers would appreciate me taking, what would it have been, 24 days off at the end of my first week of employment. So
No.
we took the decision not to take the holiday. So
Yeah.
and unfortunately, Ryanair wouldn't give us a refund. So because it wasn't them that cancelled it, it was us.
I see. Ouch.
Yeah. Thankfully, it was only flights because we were stopping
okay.
with family. So
Yeah.
it's not massively too bad, shall we say? But there we go.
No, it's annoying though.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we are coming up to 10 o'clock, boys and girls. We have 21 watching, 14 likes, so thank you very much. If you've not said hello yet, come on, say hello in chat, join in, give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
Just quickly, Malcolm. I just had an idea.
Oh God.
Go on.
You know how you was toying with the idea of doing a diamond art?
I was more than that.
Because I was thinking you could always get a custom of the Models for Heroes logo.
Ooh. Wow.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
And I thought, well, it's nice and simple because obviously it's only red and white. And I thought, well, you know what? It ties in very, very nicely with you.
Mm-hmm.
So get a custom done of the Models for Heroes logo.
Oh, that's very cool. I like that idea, yes. Are they is it something that you can get like a computer program and it prints it out for you and you have to glue your own on, or how does that work then?
Ask me another question.
Okay.
I've never actually done a custom one myself.
Because you can with cross stitch, can't you? Cross stitch patterns.
Yes.
I thought if you speak to a manufacturer, they could possibly look into doing that.
Yep. Sell them on our shop.
Yeah, something else for the shop. I was just thinking that.
We have a shop, by the way. People watching. If you go to our website, modelsforheroes.org.uk, we have a little shop selling a few fun items for your desk.
Like badges.
Like badges that you have there, yeah. Like a glue guardian.
I so want one of them.
Right, and so your extra thin, your square glues will pop straight in there. I've got one. I've got the
Indeed.
prototype
And
one
posters.
here. Yep. See, it goes in there, and it actually holds on, so it doesn't drop off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good design.
Yes. And it's in the right color as well, brand red.
Yes.
Yes, we have the posters. They're great.
Yep.
I think everybody's got one of those. Even
Yeah,
Lewis.
they're really good.
I have. Mine's just waiting for a nice frame.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm waiting to spot the right frame for it.
Yeah, they do look really good in a frame, definitely. Mugs and stickers for your car and for your window. Badges. Oh yeah, all sorts of things. Have a look.
And for your chalks.
My camera's going to die, so I just need to switch over camera. Give me 1 sec.
Roger, Roger.
It automatically turns off at 10 o'clock, so I've got to.
Okay.
Because currently it looks like that.
Yes. Yes.
What I do is I use an app, as you can see, called IV Cam on an old phone. That provides me with a camera connection.
Yeah.
So I just have like a cheap camera holder, a mobile phone holder, sorry. And the phone is, going to go in the bin, I guess, but it's got a camera on it, and so
you might as well utilize it. Yeah.
Yep. And gives me a good enough picture for my face.
Yeah. So Canoman's asking who's the little red man somebody has in the corner. That'd be me. And that little red man is indeed Fatpool. We're just in the process of painting him up. This was 3D printed on my printer, and I'm just painting him by hand at the minute. So one eye looks bigger than the other because he's actually squinting. So yeah, there we go. That is Fatpool eating a piece of pizza, holding a gun,
Pizza.
with his unicorn on his back. So there you go, Fatpool.
Awesome. Is that, I assume that's a print you can get.
It is, yes. Yeah, I downloaded it off Thingiverse.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And just printed it off. It's quite a rough print because it's one of the first things I printed, so there's quite a lot of mistakes on it because it wasn't supported correctly.
Right.
So there's a flat spot on his chin, and there's a flat spot underneath the arm here.
Yeah.
And there's some dimples and stuff on the unicorn. So yeah, it could be printed a lot better, but hey, it was one of my very first prints, so yeah, it looks all right.
Is that
Getting there.
Is that an entirely different hobby, or is it? Have you got lots to learn in that hobby as well?
Yes, there is lots to learn. Guarantee the first print everybody does, it doesn't print. Something goes wrong. So I've had the first thing I tried to print wouldn't stick to the bed, so it just didn't print anything at all.
Yeah.
Then I managed to print off. What did I print next? I printed the test print, which is the cube, which is this thing.
Oh yes. Oh right. Does that come with your software?
That comes on the USB stick that comes. But this failed as well because it should say any cubic photon on the inside, but the bottom part where it says photon didn't print correctly.
Yeah.
Let me go full screen and see if you can see it. So the top strip says any cubic. Let's turn it around. It's the right way around. It says any cubic on the inside.
Okay.
And then underneath there's another strip that should say photon, but it didn't print.
Oh, I see. Do you know why?
No,
Oh.
no, because it was perfectly flat and all the rest of it. So yeah. Then I printed a few bits and pieces off. We printed Fat Pool. We printed off the demon thing, which I still haven't painted yet. But James has almost finished his
Yes.
because he printed the same one. I printed off some baby Yodas. I sent one over to Big Dave, who's painted it all up. I printed a couple of things for you, Malcolm.
Yes, you did. Yes. I have them right here.
Yeah. And then I printed some Buddhas, and we had a failed print there, which is this one,
Oh, no.
because it was left overnight and the vat ran out of resin. So it carried on printed, but there was nothing there to expose or print.
Yeah.
So that's what we ended up with. But I'm going to save this because it might work in a diorama, a little Star Wars diorama, as like something in the rock face. It's like a statue or something.
Yeah.
So I might save that, on one of the higher scales, like a 1/44th scale something.
Yes, I see.
Save it and build it into a rock face or something.
Yeah, that you could. Yeah, that's right. Mount Rushmore. That's it, isn't it? Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, something like that.
S3 Model Works or Scotty Scale Studios got a question for you.
Yeah, so he's curious, can you design and print your own creations? You can indeed, yes. Nigel, the Ginger Ninja, he's just started his own group, actually, so have a search on Facebook for Ginger Ninja. He's been designing and printing parts for his rockets, his Apollos and all that stuff. He's been printing like nose cones and thruster bearings and all that kind of stuff. Thruster bearings, thruster gimbals and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can design all your own stuff in any 3D software, export it to the format for the printer, and off you go. You print it off. You print whatever you can design, you can print.
Yeah.
So we've even got a 1/5000th Millennium Falcon right there.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know whether it's going to focus on that or not, but this is for Steve. I just need to remember to send it off to him.
What does Steve need it for?
It's to go on to his 1/5000th scale Star Destroyer.
Oh, wow.
It's sit on the back of the command bridge.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So there we go.
I've got exactly the same thing. I got a 1/44 scale fine molds Millennium Falcon I built a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. I mounted it on a picture frame.
Yes.
In the same angle as the one in the film. It's really
nice.
Good. Yeah.
I did that with the Revel 1/56th, I think the scale is.
Yep.
And that is mounted in a picture frame as well, just like that.
Oh.
So,
did he?
Very nice.
Who's back?
Welcome back, Mr. James.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it is good if you can mount them with this. But I had to extend the depth of the glass in order to get that in.
Okay.
I had to put some wooden spacers inside to make it that little bit deeper.
Like that.
But yeah.
I think James obviously was trying to find his glittery jacket.
Yes, that's what I popped up for a costume change.
Is it disco time?
Yes. No, I in my infinite wisdom, I instead of shooting off because I was hosting and picking the wife up, I got her a taxi. But unfortunately, she left her phone in the taxi, and he's gone off to his next job. So,
good grief!
But hopefully, he'll be back with it soon. So I might get back out to go and give him a big hug, kids. Good grief! But hopefully he'll be back with it soon. So I might get back out to go and give him a big hug.
Feedback.
But hopefully he'll be back with it. Yes,
that's me.
Right, cool. So 20 people still watching. Thank you for being with us. It was just past 10 o'clock, but we still have What's This Kit to play. So should we do that now?
Quick one. Mark, you is still waiting on the trolls. No, there's something I've forgotten there.
What you forgot?
I don't know, but Mark's saying still waiting on the trolls. There was something we talked about with trolls. I can't remember what it is.
If it helps you, Malcolm was giving a useful tip earlier about having a diary and writing things down. Minutes or something.
Yeah, I can't write, so
You just need to get a secretary then.
yeah, she's downstairs.
Right.
You have to remind me on Mark what it is, because
Okay,
Dave messaged me earlier on about the blaster as well, Han Solo's blaster, and I haven't had time. So
I think you've forgotten about that 20 quid you owe me too.
yes,
Yeah,
Definitely. Right. Just I've not had a chance to speak to Karl before the show about this, but I'm going to try a slightly different way of delivering it tonight. The problem is,
I'm so wrong.
the problem is when I share what I'm going to share, the two screens that I use to do this will be taken up, and I won't be able to see the stream anymore. So if you can make me larger or smaller or whatever, Karl, that'd be lovely.
no problemo.
So let me get all the array.
We'll make you large for now.
Oh, I bet I haven't done that, have I? I haven't done that. That's no good, stupid boy. Right, we'll share that, and then what I'll do is I press that button, and I no longer can see what's going on.
Right, so I full screened your shared screen.
Right, okay, so it's time to name that kit. First one up.
Oh, now then. It's a boaty floaty thing, I guarantee it.
It's a frigate.
So I'm going to give everyone in the chat and also in the group literally 2 minutes to throw in a guess.
Yep. Have you got a timer this week?
Yes, I've got a timer here. I can't show you, unfortunately. But you can play along as well, Malcolm.
okay. You could always use the timer in the top left that you have.
In the top left?
Yeah. It says live, 2 hours, 11 minutes.
Okay. Just so you know, Malcolm, obviously, the last week we had a stonking win from Steve. So you're up against some very knowledgeable people here today.
All right. I look forward to it. I'll just try and concentrate on how to use Tiny Eye. Hang on. Are we allowed to cheat? Or is that not?
No. This is from your knowledge. I know you can do this. And I'll be honest, I'll tell you right now, there is a theme this evening. Almost plausible, but there is a theme.
Okay.
So 1 minute to go, guys.
Oh, we started now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep with the program.
Pay attention, there may be questions.
That's me out then.
Nah, if he falls asleep in any way, just hit him hard.
Yeah, I'm doing some embroidery, so I've got a very sharp needle in my hand.
In fact, just hit him hard anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh, nice. I was being nice tonight.
Okay, 30 seconds then. Mark Ewing saying The Hobbit. And Scotty says, pass.
That's a tricky
I'm
one.
going to say model kit.
Osric's going for It's a Box.
I'll say it's an academy frigate of some kind.
An Academy frigate.
Yeah, manufactured
frigate.
academy.
Okay.
I'm going to say a Revell Type 41 frigate. Is it?
Cool.
Either 41 or 42.
Oh, no, you've got to have one or the other. You can't have both.
We'll stick with my original one, 41.
Karl?
I'm going to say it's boat
But
by Trumpeter.
A Trumpy. Malcolm, do you want to have a go?
I'll have a guess. I assume it's a boat. I'm assuming that's some sort of missile rocket launched from said boat at a target. A ship of some description. Do I get a point for that? And it's let's say ethics, because that's a shot at a dartboard, isn't it?
We have one guess in the chat from Mark Ewing.
Okay.
Who thinks it's the ICM 135th tank with rocket launcher.
Ooh, I see what he did there.
Mm.
Oh, let me put you out of your misery. It's the USS Pegasus from Hobby Boss.
Is that from Battlestar Galactica?
No.
That's a cool looking picture there.
It is, yeah. It's supposed to be quite a nice model, actually.
Oh, it's a fast attack boat.
Fast attack boat, 1/200th.
Wow.
That was close.
So you'll be glad to know there's 0 points for everybody there. No manufacturer, no actual product. And your next one is...
What the fuck?
What is that?
Have you put a porthole over the top of that?
Now, I'll give you a slight clue. It's not really a clue. It's... Anyway, like I said, there is a theme to this.
So this is a boat.
So it's not a boat. It's not a warship, but it might be a ship of some other description.
Okay, but it's on the front cover of a model kit, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Did you put that round thing on?
No.
Right.
Now, I know for a fact that one of the three regular guests here has mentioned this, and we have talked about this kit.
Quick, go to your stash.
Some time ago.
It's not Galileo. Windows are wrong.
Oh, it's out of this world, honestly.
Yeah, it's not a Galileo. That's what I'm saying. It's not a Galileo.
Yeah,
Oh, I know what it is.
Go on,
I know
Karl.
exactly what it is.
Okay, so you've got 1 minute, guys. So, Karl, as you're jumping in there, go on.
No. I'll let everyone have a go first. But I know exactly what it is.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with Karl.
Yeah, I know what it is. Just you go ahead.
Alan Williams is saying Apollo 11.
Oh, hello, Howard.
Oh, hello, Callum.
Nice to be say hello, Alan. Nice to see you there. Mark Ewing saying the 1/200th USS Missouri.
Oh, you silly sod.
30 seconds. When someone's ready, give me a manufacturer. And a guess.
Move out.
What's the guess?
How long do we have to wait?
He'll be here in a minute or two. All right?
No, he's back someone.
He'll be here in a minute or two.
So I'm going to say Mobius as the manufacturer.
Can I change my answer?
No.
No. Okay. And what is it from Mobius?
I'll go last. I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Okay, Steve.
Mobius would be correct because it is. If it's a sci-fi theme, it's either Mobius or Polar Lights. So Mobius would be about right. And then,
So you go.
It's not the. Oh God.
I think it's that Space 1999 transporter thing.
No, it's not. It's
I don't think it's that.
have portholes like that. Jupiter 2.
You're going Jupiter 2 and same manufacturer Mobius.
Yeah, because they're the ones that make that.
Okay. Malcolm.
I don't think it's Jupiter 2 because the artwork of Jupiter 2 just shows the underneath side of a Jupiter 2, isn't it? Unless it's a different kit. How many kits is there over Jupiter 2? I think it's anyway. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I pass. I guess.
Pass.
No idea.
Okay, Karl, what was it from Mobius?
It's the Discovery 1/350th scale. They're from A Space Odyssey 2001.
Oh.
There we go.
And it's looking in through the front pod.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Wow.
How did I get that? You got the blue the blue spacesuit in the right hand side of the picture.
Gotcha.
It wasn't clear enough for me. I couldn't see that.
Is that the box art?
No.
No, it's actually the film model.
Yeah.
So that's not the kit art.
It's not
So
the
that's
kit
not-
art. The reason I've gone a little bit left field with the actual artwork is because we have, as you saw from the first slide, when you zoom in, you lose some of the detail.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So anyway, you've now discovered the theme here on in, mostly. So the next one is this.
Oh, I know what that is.
Oh, I know what that is.
No, that's a Star
Be
Destroyer.
very careful. Be very careful. They were used on other models as well.
Oh, and by the way, while you're just thinking about what that is, well done, Scotty. He got the Space Odyssey 2001.
Nice one, Sky.
So well done there.
It's not Dave's suit though, because Dave's suit was actually an orange red.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Dave.
And Quano Man also guessed it was Space Odyssey as well. So well done,
Yeah.
you guys. A point each. So you got 2 minutes from now. If anyone wants to give me a manufacturer or what they think it is, they're more than welcome.
Again, is this from? It's not box art, is it? This is just guess the kit, isn't it?
Again, this is a model, and this is from a made model. So I've not necessarily gone for the box art. Just to try and make it a little bit easier for
You
you.
changed the goalposts again, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
Do you expect anything less, Steve, from James?
No.
Well done, James. This is much better.
This was much harder
Yeah.
for me, but there you go. 1 minute to go.
So no guesses in chat yet, I don't think. Nope.
No. Still 21 of you watching. Come on, guys. Give it a go. You never know.
No.
30 seconds. Scotty's saying deep space comes.
A deep space comms array from.
Comes array. Sorry, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, if it was deep space comms array, it'd be probably looking at something like Star Trek with that kind of language.
And just remember, there are no rules in model making, so I'm not betting any. Okay, time's up. Can I have some guesses, please? Who shall I start? Let me start with Steve this time.
Star Destroyer.
Yep.
I'm
Bye.
not sure if it's the Revel one or the Russian one.
Zvezda.
That's the one. Zvezda.
Give me a guess. Can't find a friend.
I'm going to go with Revel.
Lewis,
I have no idea.
you're not going to guess at all, Freddie, no?
I'm going to go Bandai because that's the only one that I know does the sci-fi things. But the only other thing I'd do is have to go along with Steve and Karl because I have Never seen it before.
Get your own guess.
So am I getting a Bandai Star Destroyer? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Karl.
I'm going to go for Revel Superstar Destroyer.
Ooh. Malcolm.
I'm going to go for the resin. The resin Star Destroyer.
Oh, who is it that makes that?
Avenger, I think. Or Avenger
Yeah,
Class
something like
Destroyer.
that. I know that
Flory built one.
Mr. Flory's built one, yes, because he was comparing it to the Revel one, showing you all the differences in his video.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. Only because everyone else has said something else.
Okay.
Yeah, or is it the resin bits that you can buy to add on to the Revel kit?
Oh.
Because you can get them from
Yes.
There's nothing.
Guess the conversion kit.
There's nothing in the rules about conversion kits yet. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Quanaman is saying Star Destroyer. Shall I put you out of misery?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Star Destroyer by Revell.
Ah.
Well, I
There
got
you
1 point.
So well done, guys. Done well on that one. Let's try this one.
I know what that is.
Okay, you got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah. You don't know what that is. You want shooting in the face.
Well, no, you want educating. If you don't know what that is, you need educating quickly.
Well, okay. If you're that confident, let's go straight in with it then. Karl. What is it you want?
I'm going to go for Millennium Falcon by Bandai. I'm probably way out, but that's exactly what it looks like.
No,
Okay.
it's dead right. Dead right.
Yeah, you agreeing with that, are you, Steve?
Yeah, it's the underside.
James going to be super smug now when it's not.
Lewis, do you want to go left field? What do you want to do
No,
here?
I can show you the bits.
Get your bits back in the box.
Is that the title of the new show?
That's next week's.
Wow.
Get your bits back in the box.
Can't wait.
Malcolm?
I'm just because they said band, I'm going to go for the Revel Millennium Falcon underneath where the rear leg is. Wow, I'm such a nerd.
No points at all for placement. Lewis?
I have no idea. I need to shoot him in the face.
Shot. Minus
I'll
2
be round next
points. Okay, let's put you out of your misery.
Thank you.
It's not, is it? Yeah.
Bandai one.
Bandai.
Bandai.
Yeah.
Star Wars. I love Star Wars. It's my favourite one.
Star Wars, yeah. That was put in there deliberately.
Absolutely. Here we go. This is your next one.
I know that is.
Yeah, I know what that is as well.
I can't even see it at the moment.
I'm going to give you a little clue. Don't be overly confident.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I know what that is as well. That's the yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, we're going to go 1 minute or 2 minutes on this one.
I think you might.
Might as well go 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, go on 1 minute then.
Can I have an extra 9?
An extra non?
9. 9.
Oh.
9.
Just remember, we're guessing what the model is and the maker. So Quanaman's gone for the Y-wing. No maker.
Well, that's my guess. Probably wrong.
What's your guess?
I was thinking it's along the lines like the Saturn. It just looked very spaceshipy, but I'm probably way
They've
off.
all been spaceship.
Well, no, it just looks like a space rocket. It looks like a space shuttle of some description.
What are you going there for?
Shut up. Stitching.
Lewis, why did you wake her up? She was sleeping, wasn't she?
Nat,
8 seconds.
fat lip.
I'm going to give you an extra 30 seconds.
What for?
Back in a moment.
Oh. Yeah.
Taxi's here with the phone.
Yeah.
So what scale is it? That's the thing.
I think 1,000.
Depends on who the manufacturer is.
Yeah.
If it's the Revel little kit, that is something like 156th.
I'm thinking whether
I think he's throwing a left field in there. So it's going to be a Revel kit,
yeah, that's what I think.
not the Bandai one, because that's not a picture of a model kit. Well, it's probably the studio model, but it's not from the actual model.
But that's a complete kit, or like you say, a studio model.
Yeah, you can see the parts have lifted on the top and the bottom. You see the two intakes, I guess they might be. One is lifted up.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Queno's saying it's 1/72nd scale. Mark's going for 1/72nd.
Yeah, the Bandai is 1/72nd.
It is. So they also have a 1/44th, don't they? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Which I'm looking at.
The 144, and they do it in the scene one where we're doing the run on the
the tank, trench.
the trench run. That's it.
That's it.
And that is Bandai, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, okay, so are we ready? Let's have some guesses. Malcolm?
I'm going to go for the 1/44th scale Y-wing dual box set with X-wing Bandai.
You're throwing that right out there, aren't you?
Karl?
I'm going to go for the obvious, the 1/72nd Bandai Y-wing.
Okay. Lewis?
I'm going to go with a Y-wing from Bandai.
Karl? Steve, sorry.
Y-wing Bandai.
And it is.
I got one right.
Hey!
Well done,
scale?
everyone.
What scale is it?
No, I didn't do scales.
Oh!
The Bandai one. Yeah, it's 1/72nd or 1/44th.
But remember, this is the special edition Star Wars.
From
Okay,
Bandai.
So your next one?
You getting these pictures off Wish?
No. Lewis's wish list. Okay, 2 minutes on this one.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Okay.
I know exactly what that is.
I don't know.
If we're following the theme.
Yes, there is a theme. Like I said, it is loose, but it is a theme.
Loose
I'll go for
food.
manufacturer of Bandai.
You're going Bandai, are you?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me what it is?
Space Battleship Yamato.
Ooh.
That's what it looks like.
It's Battleship Tomato.
Anyone else want to throw their tuppence in?
I don't know.
I think they've been blown away by your confidence there, Karl.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
See, I'm in the lead seat, so I can throw points away quite easily by getting everyone else to guess the same thing.
It's not that you're counting them up this week.
Now, was I telling the truth, or was I throwing everyone a herring that is slightly red?
I'm going to say Trumpeter.
Ooh.
Ooh. And what is it, Trump from Trumpy?
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is it them that made that, or is it somebody else? A bit of Google.
They made the 1/200 scale. Tamir's also done the 1/350.
Yeah, they did do it. Yeah, it could be. I don't
Just
know.
that front, it doesn't look very Yamato.
Steve?
I don't think it is the Yamato, but they're definitely
Ooh.
gun emplacements. Whereas the Yamato had laser cannons, they're not laser cannons.
Did it have laser cannons? Are you sure about
I'm pretty sure because I've seen it built by
that? Uh-huh.
friend out of the States. A couple of people built it over there.
Mark's going for the Tamara as well as Ostrich.
No, I'm going for it. It's some sort of boat, and I'm going to say by Tamia. I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
Oh,
Tamia. Okay. Malcolm, what was your guess?
I haven't guessed. I thought it was like a submarine.
ooh.
You know, a submarine turret, but I don't know what. I don't know submarines. I
I
certainly
thought
don't
they
know
were
ships.
but it's too rounded, I think.
Well, you know, like the top of the.
You
The
talked about the
conning
conning tower.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a submarine of plastic origin.
And you see the company.
Oh, company. Revel Fix.
Revel.
Revelia. Tamil Fix.
Okay. And it is.
None of the above.
Woohoo! I got it.
Oh, well done.
Yay! Well done.
Look at the size of that.
It's huge, isn't it? Nice.
And where was that bit of picture that you took it from?
Right, the front.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Shit, man. Yeah.
I'm just going to go back and do that again.
How many did you get?
Not enough.
None, I think.
No, not this week.
2.
So the scores on the doors for this week. We can stop sharing now. You ain't never going to believe this.
Lewis won.
Lewis, I just.
By copying everybody, apart from the last one.
Well, I can forgive Malcolm, in fairness. Malcolm did very well with 5.
Oh, nice.
How many was there?
How many was there? I'm going
Plenty.
to concentrate in. 12 points on offer in all. So Malcolm, the closest to you, Malcolm, was Lewis on 4.
Oh,
I got 4.
The next closest to Malcolm was 6 points. By Karl, that means Steve's won it again by 6.
yay! Well done.
Hey.
This is outrageous.
Congratulations, Steve. What does
Congratulations.
Steve win? What does he win?
Well,
Wow.
Steve wins a whole bucket of nothing that's in the post to him as we speak, delivered in person by nobody. So thank you. Enjoy that. But yes, thank you for playing, everybody, and everyone in the chat. It was. I thought that was quite better this week. Quite
Yeah,
better.
it's good.
Quite better.
And thank you to Paige and Connor for their help.
Indeed. Are they new sound bites?
They are my little sound bites.
They weren't done like when they were in bed this time.
No.
They weren't woken up at like after clock.
I'm assured they were up, and it was during the day. We may have other editions en route. Depending on
excellent.
whether the parents confused them or not. So, yeah, thank you for their contribution. So, there you go. Running a little late today. You'll be glad to know the mobile phone has been returned, although I've had to pay the taxi for him to return it. So, thanks for that.
It's better than buying a new phone.
Absolutely. I'm not complaining. I'm happy to give you. I would have given him the same amount of money as a tip anyway, just to bring it back. But yeah, so that's all good. Next time I'll just have to go and pick my wife up and lump it. But never mind. Everyone's stressed. But there you go. So we're coming up to 22:11. Let's have a quick roundup of what everybody's been up to and what they've been doing and what they've got done. Let's start with Lewis, our very close runner-upper.
Oh, wow.
What have you been up to, Lewis?
My camera's completely messed up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, can't see a thing.
Been working on that.
You're going to need to buy a smaller model.
Even got a bigger camera.
We've done all the
Wow.
wiring. It's got
I
that
saw
all-
you testing some of the circuits just now.
Sorry.
Nice.
You were testing some of the circuits, weren't you, just now?
No, I was testing to make sure I screwed the top on properly when I tipped it over.
Oh, I thought I saw the light. I thought I saw one of the lights in there.
Yeah, and then I've been putting the railings on, and some of the, I think these, they're not anti-aircraft guns, but they're like, can't say that, can you?
Railguns.
Yeah, because this thing never had anti-aircraft guns, because that's one thing they struggled with. So, yeah, so I've been doing that.
Nice.
The Tomcat, I've sort of chucked in the corner because it needs priming and painting, so I weren't going to do that and disturb Malcolm. So that'll be done at a later date. That's it.
Cool. Well done, Steve. How did you get on? What progress?
I've just been cleaning up parts, really.
You've been part cleaning.
Yeah, just getting the parts ready for priming.
Uh-huh.
Well, is that a house?
Yep.
It's an extension to his man cave.
Yeah. Honey, I shrunk the man cave.
How about you, Mike? Wow, look at that. I'll tell you what, you've done really well with that one-to-one sander. That's coming together lovely.
This one,
It almost looks new.
Mm.
yeah, it does. Almost. It's not though. It's got a bit. Yeah, I've been doing the seam lines on the bottom here, and that's it. Literally, that's all I've done.
Well,
Indeed.
it's a seam line more than I've done, so...
I've got this guy, and I was just checking to see if it was the 1/44 scale one that we had on the screen, but you can't tell.
Does that one go inside that fuselage?
In there? Oh, we could. There you go. Look, what if?
A bit of kit bashing.
Get back in live.
Guess the kits.
Have more chance of guessing that than James's.
Oh, you're right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mal.
You're welcome.
Carl, did you manage to get anything done?
Yeah, I've done some of the painting on this. So we've got the upper part of his straps done. We painted sort of the pizza. We started painting the teddy bear on the back. Got some of the pink on and his eyes painted.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Cool.
we're getting there. We've got one of the hands painted. Still got to paint the other hand yet.
Yeah.
And the bits of pepperoni on the pizza and the tomato sauce.
Cool.
Yummy.
No pineapple on that one.
No pineapple. No. No. Only crazy people do pineapple.
I'm sure there's meant to be pineapple on it, but never mind. Osric is just saying those are anti-aircraft guns, Lewis.
All right.
Allegedly. And Mark's just saying, thanks for a great night as ever, and thank you to Malcolm for a very enjoyable interview. Indeed.
Oh,
Thank you,
you're welcome.
Malcolm.
Indeed.
Thanks.
How did people find that? Would you like to see more of that? Getting people on and interviewing them?
Not me. Someone else.
Yeah, we're going to just have you on every.
Oh, we've
every
not
sort
asked
of-
you back, Malcolm, and you've been here once. Stop being greedy.
Yeah.
It's not all about you, you know.
I've eaten all the M&Ms.
Yeah, no, thanks, Malcolm. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And
Yeah,
well,
obviously, we'll all be tuning in for our bidding war on the Missouri.
Scotty's
stuff.
Scotty's put a guess in for your kit, Malcolm. It's that you're Sir.
very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
very good. Very good. So there you go. So that's us done for this evening. Thank you. Still 20 people watching, so thank you very much for everyone that stuck with us.
You sound surprised.
Any show that
We
I'm
are.
on,
Every single week we're amazed.
we're always amazed, yes. We'll be back next week. We are with who are we with?
Me next week, I think.
With
It's
Steve next
isn't
week.
it? Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll be over on the Totally Scale Models YouTube channel with Steve. But for now, from all of us, the gang and Malcolm, good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, boys.
Bye.
Bye.